Hello, it's Alessandra here. Welcome back. Hope you are all well. And thank you for dropping by to listen to the reading. I'm very grateful. Today I'm going to touch base with the purpose of the soul. I get asked by a lot of people, what is my purpose? What is it that I'm here for? Every soul is part of a bigger puzzle, a bigger picture. And so we come here with a soul purpose, yes. But most of the time, what we need to understand is that we lose the memory and we need to learn the lessons along the way. Now, there are many concepts about the soul. There are many ways of seeing it. What I've noticed in my own life is that all the challenges and all the things that I have learned have led me to where I am today in front of you, reading the cards, but also empowering people, because that's what I do. Now, how I got here is through trial and error of my own journey. And tapping into that magic is something that is very simple if we understand the concept. But because we lose track of who we are before we step into the body, then obviously there's a coming back to what we are, pure magic, pure universal energy. And the soul on a deeper level has to be able to be heard. And how is it that it's able to be heard? When we tap into that magic and create that connection with the intuition. So this vessel, this avatar that you are looking at is more or less like a computer system. And therefore my soul has guided me in many ways until I started listening from within. And listening from within will then never guide you in the wrong direction. There may be another lesson to learn, but it will never guide you in the wrong direction. Learn what you need to learn and trust in the magic. Now today, in that sense, I will pick a card and see what the purpose of humanity and all the souls that are here on the planet at the moment are. And we'll see how we go. And obviously, I'm using my Osho Zen cards, my loyal cards. So let's see what comes through. The Fool. Now, isn't that interesting? So the Fool is inviting us to understand that it's always about taking a leap of faith. Now, I'm going to work around this card and use this today. I really feel that this is the only card that I will be picking because it came through very strongly. So we always need to trust that we're always at a new start when we take a leap of faith. But I want to do this, and why is it that I can't make it happen? Take a leap of faith in trusting that you don't need to know the road, that you don't need to know how things will actually eventuate. All you need to do is trust that inner knowing, that inner push. Sometimes it's like something is pushing you from behind. That's when you need to take a leap of faith. There are too many fears surrounding what we can do, what we can't do, instead of what if everything actually works out? What if there is a lesson, yes, and there's a challenge, but there's a blessing behind it? And what if when I walk through that door, then 10 other doors will open, even though the first one was very challenging? Because when we look back after some time, we will notice that no matter what has happened in our lives, there was an ha-ha moment where all of a sudden you looked back and you found out that they were actually blessings. That all those jobs that you did that felt really yucky and I don't want to be there and this is not what I want to be doing and this is not my purpose, actually propelled you to learn things to create that mission that you have in this world. So this Fool is just saying, trust me, go within yourself and feel what I'm saying to you. I will give you signs on the outside. I will talk to you in your dreams. I will whisper things in your ears. Are you willing to listen? Are you willing to remember those dreams and act on them? Ask me the questions, I will answer. Because ultimately, we don't feel that connection and therefore we're stumbling around in our everyday lives trying to figure out what to do, where to go, what to say, what to learn. And then what we're missing is actually that spur of the moment thing. You ask for something, it's a small item, but all of a sudden someone offers it to you. And you're wondering, how did that happen? That's your soul. It's always guiding things to you. It's connecting you to the magic. But in that moment, you just said it out of like even a joke. but it's your soul. It's guiding you to exactly where you need to go. It's giving you exactly what you need to receive because it's connected to the higher being, to the higher consciousness, to God, universe, source, creator, whatever you want to call it. That's what you are. You are connected to that. But this avatar, this computer system, it's gone a bit astray. And like all computer systems, when we pack it up with too many things, too many programs, too many files, it needs an overhaul or a new computer needs to be bought. Now, obviously, we're not changing our avatar, but sometimes just that willingness to understand this concept that we're just like a desktop. We put too many things, icons on the frame, on the desktop. It's cluttered. So we need to clear it out to bring it back to the same purity and as if it's new. And that can be done through your mind because we need to declutter all those belief systems, all those things that have put the soul in a dungeon, in the deepest part of us. And we're not listening. It's not that I'm a psychic reader and you can't be. It's actually the opposite. We both are. We all are. We have, yes, more or less gifts. I may be doing this because this is my calling. But you, on the other hand, have your own calling. And it may be totally different. And it may be that you're not doing what I'm doing, but you are tapping into that energy, into that knowledge from within, that wisdom that will guide you in no matter what you are doing. So take a leap of faith. Have the courage to say to yourself, well, I have fears, but where do they come from? Who created those fears if it's true that I'm a soul on a journey? If I understand that my computer system is what's running the show and it's not working, then what is it that's stopping me from doing something to change it? Is it because I don't want to take responsibility and accountability for my life and it's much easier to point the finger on the outside? Or is it that I'm afraid that I won't be able to do what I want to do and then I have no one to blame? Because that happens to a lot of us when we're on this journey. The Fool is saying, trust me. Take a leap of faith. The first step that you take, you don't even need the parachute. I will be there to catch you. And if you trust me enough, then I will take you to the next step. And sometimes I will actually take you to do a huge amount of steps all of a sudden. It's like the domino effect. I have a little story. You need to imagine yourself going down a stream on a canoe, and this little stream is very calm and very peaceful, and you're sitting in the canoe and just enjoying the scenery until there is a moment where the canoe stops on its own and something whispers to you, today we're going to go in and take a walk into this area that we've just stopped at. And all of a sudden, there is action that you need to take. And all of a sudden, there are things that happen, doors that open. And so the canoe is waiting for you for the next moment when you start resting again in that trust that the soul will always guide you. So start seeing yourself going smoothly downstream rather than pushing upstream, trying to make things happen, but you're not a salmon. At least when I looked in the mirror, I didn't see a salmon. So if I'm going upstream, I'm trying to be something that I am not. I'm trying to achieve something, and the word itself, try, makes me feel that I'm going nowhere. But when I take a leap of faith, and why don't you give it a go? The next time you feel that push from within, take a leap of faith. You take a wrong turn, but there never are wrong turns. There may be a lesson that you need to learn or someone you need to meet. Never a wrong turn when you take a leap of faith. But the hardest thing is now for humanity to take a leap of faith in a direction that they don't know where it's going to take them, because we have the illusion of knowing everything. So today it's important to understand that when we do this on a normal and individual level, we're also sending out the energy to propel humanity as a global family to take a leap of faith in the unknown, in the insecurity, in what if it doesn't work, but what if instead it's actually what God, universe, creator, source wants us to do. Take a leap of faith in a direction where we don't really know. It looks dark. Some may see the light, others see darkness. But at the end of the day, that's what we're called to be doing right now. So today, this is the reading. Interesting how it worked out. And I think it's a reading that is giving us the sense of a new beginning. And we do need to look at it as taking that space of trust and going into in the wilderness but what if it's a stream and we're going downstream? And then we will be called to take ourselves into a vegetation or a new city or whatever else. What if? There's so many what ifs. Let's go and find out, I say. Okay, so I do hope that this has helped you today. It certainly helps me to do these readings because I always get a message myself. And until next time, I'm so grateful that you dropped by. But till next time, thank you and enjoy your day. Bye-bye.